Hello. What's going on, guys? Give me 1 second. Hello, everyone. A little bit shine down Christmas music there. Rock and roll. Welcome. Hello. We are getting started here. It's 8:30. As you can see, if you've read anything or know anything about me, I have been extremely sick the last, Tuesday night? 4.5, 5 days minimum. Let's just say having a small child in daycare is brutal. She had pneumonia 2 weeks ago as a 3.5-year-old kid. And somehow I woke up on Wednesday having like an itchy eye. I'm thinking, oh, crap. So by the night into Thursday, I had pink eye, and then it's turned into strep throat, cold, part of my asthma, maybe partial pneumonia. You guys, this is the sickest I've ever been, and I'm about 75% better now. You can maybe see my eyes are a little bit. So it started here, and then anyways, it's gross. All the prescriptions and stuff, it's just like literally flowing through my body. A little bit here, but it doesn't itch. Like everything's pretty good other than my throat and a little bit my ear and stuff, and some headaches and stuff. But I'm almost 75% done. Tomorrow I'll probably be 85% by Thursday. Gearing up for Christmas weekend. I'm ready to roll. Today I'm really excited to just summarize the year, kind of, even though I am going to do one probably next Tuesday, the day after Christmas Day, just for the heck of it. Kind of New Year's resolution stuff. Today's mocktail is delicious. I found it online. I'm obsessed with ginger beer, and it's been helping with my throat when I'm sick. So basically, let me make sure Instagram's working, because that one time it didn't work. Hopefully everyone can hear. So basically, what this mocktail is right here. It looks delicious. It is. I kind of made it my own. It was supposed to be a cranberry mule with ginger beer, but I went to Kroger, picked up some groceries, or had them drop them off to me in my car, because I didn't really feel like going in. I got this mask, I know, but I mean, I've been distancing from my family. Christmas is coming, you guys. I've been like quarantined in a little 6-foot corner in my living room for like 4 days. It sucks. What was I gonna say? Oh, cranberry cherry. And I got fresh cherries in there. And basically, so you're going to do about, it was 2 ounces of cranberry cherry juice, crushed ice, 3 ounces of crushed ice, give or take. I did like 6.5 out of the 7.5 ounces of ginger beer. What am I missing? Juice. Oh, squirt of lime. Shake it up. Pour it down on it over there. Pour the ice in it. And then top it with 2 fresh cherries in here. So I love cherries. I do them almost every night. So let me taste it real quick. Excuse me. Oh, that's tremendous. That's a Christmas cocktail right there, guys. You got to try that. I'll post the recipe in the comments too, and on Facebook comments as well. This is unbelievable. I'm going to make this again this weekend for sure. Very good. I love ginger beer too. I get the light version though. I'm kind of a wuss. But I mean, if you care about your health at all and you really like ginger beer, I mean, just take a look at the side of the can, you guys. Nutrition on regular ginger beer is wild. It's like usually like 40 to 50 grams of sugar in a small little can. So the light one is like, I think this was only 10 grams of sugar or something like that. A lot of them are like 10 or less, to be honest with you. And it's still packs a huge punch too. All right, let me make sure. Why is Facebook telling me that something's updated? Let me make sure I'm live here. I don't know. Is it going to tell me you're going live? Reminder, yeah. So anyways, I'm really excited about 2024 because 2023 has not treated us well. Oh, there I am. All right. So let's talk tonight. Here's my Here's my little list. I apologize if I cough a little bit. I'm going to cough to the left. So we got the cranberry cherry mule. I will drop it in the comments, you guys, about the recipe. It is delicious. This is like a 10 out of 10. I can make this SHIT every day. That thing kicks, man. I love it. All right, today I want to talk just real quick because, like I said, I'm kind of still getting over being sick. I'm almost good, but I want to talk about Christmas coming up. We had a 2024 talk about Christmas and like how to pre-plan for 2024 and their Christmas next year better, and kind of things to focus on with my favorite person, favorite coach, Annie Jay. If you didn't see it yet, go to Spotify, The Money Revelation. We posted about it all week pretty much. It was really fun. It was a video podcast as well, you guys. So that was my first video podcast. I probably won't do a ton of those unless I have guests on. Audio is just super easy to do and super easy to edit, to be honest with you. But it was cool. We had a fun time, good talk. And I wanted to summarize that a little bit because it's more and more discussion about the same thing that we keep talking about with Christmas and how to plan better for next year. And then there's going to be wrap up with 24. 24 is going to be a key number for Madeleine Financial Coaching next year, not just because it's the year 24. A lot to come, you guys, a lot to announce, I guess you could say. It's going to be make it easier to be part of the coaching experience of Madeleine Financial Coaching is all I can tell you. Your financial journey, build yourself through with others cheering you on, and a lot more. So just keep an eye on that in 2024. There's a lot coming up, you guys. And then picks. Since I will do one after Christmas, I will not be picking the Michigan game in the decent bowl games either. I will do that next week. So let's get started. Give me one sec. As I said, I'm coughing. All right. So we talked a lot, me and Andy, about Christmas last week on the podcast. And let me tell you something. We came to a couple conclusions together, I think. It was two great different perspectives. Annie, who basically doesn't like really go big on Christmas. If you just go drop back onto Spotify or Apple Podcast Money Revelation and check out the episode, she doesn't go big with her family on Christmas. Never really has. But what she said is that therefore a lot of my friends and distance families and stuff don't expect much from me. They don't expect presents and stuff like that. So it makes it pretty easy for her. Not all of us are like that. We got into a lot of discussion, you guys, about these white elephants, these Christmas parties, the buying for aunts and uncles that maybe you see every couple years or something like that. Like, I don't know, and like friends and family that you don't see that very often, but you have to do it. Like, and I was just kind of saying at some point, you know, you got to start cutting some lines. It's just like a wedding. I didn't compare it, actually. Annie, hopefully you see this. It's like a wedding list when you're inviting a wedding. And I know Annie had a smaller wedding. We talked about that, I think, at one point. And we had a bigger wedding, but there was a list, right? And what happens on that list? All of a sudden, you're like, crap, I'm inviting 200 people, and they're only allowing me 170. We got to cut 30 people off the list. You don't even want to be on that cutoff part of the list. You're the bottom 30, right? I think I've been that once, and that's okay. I really don't hold grudges against those people. But like my point is like, okay, you didn't get invited to the wedding. Or you didn't invite these people to the wedding. It's the same thing for Christmas. You almost got to start looking at it like that with your money. If you want big goals, you know, even if you only spend $25 here or $25 there, that adds up, right? That's maybe $50 on two people down the road that you don't see that often. That you're like, I do buy them stuff, but man, $50 is $50. It could be going to something else, you know, water for the month or something, like whatever it is. So I guess setting your boundaries is what we really talked about. Setting your boundaries and the expectations of those distance people that, you know, maybe you don't need to buy a present for this year. Instead, what can you do differently? I saw another video on this the other day, and someone was talking about they were making gingerbread houses. They just invited I think it was their best friends or something like that, and said, hey, let's not do presents this year. Come on over. You know, let's have a drink or have some wine or whatever it is, and we'll make gingerbread houses, and we'll have a little contest together. You know, thinking of different ways to celebrate. Or my favorite one is, like I told Annie, is like, just invite them over for dinner one night. Be like, hey, you guys, our expectations and our budget, we had a rough, you don't even got to tell them that, right? Financially, you could just say, hey, this is the change here. We got big goals for 2024. Let's not do presents this year. But what we want to do is invite you over one night for a nice dinner, have a glass of wine or two, have some laughs, and just celebrate each other because we don't get to see each other that much. Something small like that, not super expensive. You get to make spaghetti together or pasta or pizza or something, order pizza and just have a glass of wine or beer or whatever. And it's super cheap compared to buying people presents, friends, kids of friends, stuff like that. So we talked a lot about setting expectations and boundaries for Christmas. So listen to the podcast, like I said. 2024, how do we want to open up 2024? And basically, prepare better for the end of next year and Christmas ahead of time, because we don't control inflation. We don't control a lot. We don't want to ever get to the point where we are this year, a lot of us, right? Where we get to Christmas, December 1st, and say, crap, we got credit card debt up the Yahoo, but we still don't have the income to buy all these extra gifts. So we got to put more credit card debt on and stuff like that. And you don't want that. So what we determined on the podcast, I won't give it away too much, but I will give you one thing, is find a way to start early next year preparing for Christmas for 2024. It can be like an envelope system you've heard of. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. Hopefully that didn't echo. It could be an envelope system that you think of. Credit unions I was talking about has great Christmas savings accounts where it's like a sub savings off to the side where you aren't able to access it until October 1st. It releases all the money. You can put a certain amount per paycheck per month in there, and it just takes it out of your payroll. Really cool. Just some ideas, but you want to get started ahead of time because you don't want to just say, oh, no, it's okay. We try and do, me and my wife, and we weren't very good at it this year. I have to be honest with you. You guys know I've had a hell of a year financially too. But we're going to get back on it next year. Is usually July for us is a little bit of a more, hey, let's start putting our 40 or $50 a month in until December 1st. And that gets you $250, $300, but you're ready to go then. That helps a lot. That's a lot of gift money. And so I think people say, no, that's fine, Brian. I'll just do it in July or August. I like that idea, right? And then all of a sudden it's November and you're like, crap, I never did it, right? And so you don't want that. You want to get out ahead of the game. You want to be able to save, and you want to be able to celebrate Christmas. That was the last point we made. Just celebrate Christmas this year, you guys. Some people just get panic and anxiety. Annie, shout out. I saw your post today. She posted about it again, and she's absolutely right. People just get anxiety around inflation, anxiety around the holidays because they think they just got to go host something or cook all this and go to the grandparents and buy presents and rush. It's like our wedding day. We compared it, me and her, to that wedding day. You make this huge presentation and you get all pumped up about this one day. And, it's great for us. It's great for the kids, right? I mean, if you got little kids, right? And so it's great for the kids, but in the end, the adults are exhausted, right? And it shouldn't be that way. Just enjoy it. Embrace the holiday this year, you guys. It's been a heck of a year for a lot of people, right? You know what? You're going to start over January 1st or January 2nd, Some of you might say, you know what? No, I'm ready. I'm motivated for 24. Tuesday the 26th coming up after Christmas. Let's get it back in. I got to refocus. And that's good. You're a week ahead. That's awesome. But just enjoy it, you guys. Just sit down, have a drink. If you don't drink, have a delicious mocktail with me. I will be having one on, Saturday? No, Sunday's Christmas Eve. I can't even keep track. I've been in the house, you guys, so much for the last 4 days sick. I don't even realize it's Tuesday today. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while, a couple weeks. But we're getting there. We're getting healthy. So, yeah, just enjoy it, you guys. Just sit down with your family and say, hey, we got some health. We got something to be thankful for, We're going to be okay. We got a roof over our head, and that's most important. Thank you for giving me a laugh on that one, Lupe. I haven't, had a lot of human interaction in the last 4 days. My kids have been, banned from me. Yeah, so, but it was good tonight. Since I was feeling better, we got to hang out, the kids and I and my wife, a little bit more. So we'll be okay. But, yeah, just enjoy Christmas, you guys. It doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't, because you got to sit down. Like, if I learn one thing this last 4.5 days, mostly sitting inside, guys, and my wife said it the other night, and she's absolutely right, is it gives you time to slow down. You guys, I wasn't in the mood to even do work. I basically shut my Madeleine financial coaching down for the last 3 days until this morning. A little bit last night, but this morning, basically, because I didn't feel good and I didn't want to do anything. I just sat there. I read my book a little bit. I took a nap every day. Might have stretched out, walked the dogs around the backyard a little bit. But my point is, it just like relaxes your brain. It should be the same for holidays. Don't get sick. Everyone else is sick the last couple of weeks. Trust me. I've been in plenty of doctor's offices with my kid and me and my mom and like all this stuff. People are sick. Be healthy over the next, you guys got a few days left, right? We got about 4 days until we start really getting into Christmas Eve. So get healthy and just relax with your family and friends. That's most important over the weekend. So what else do we want to finish up with? And then we'll get to some picks. This is a quick one, I told you. Lupe, you weren't here, so I'm going to read it back to Lupe, guys, because she's always supporting me. This is a cranberry cherry from Kroger. Cranberry cherry meal, non-alcoholic meal. So it's like cranberry cherry juice, ginger beer, splash of lime, fresh cherries, and ice. And I'm telling you, it's like a Christmas cocktail. So I just wanted to make sure she knew that too. I know she'll probably go back and watch it. And I'll drop the recipe in the comments on both Facebook and here. It is divine. Let me tell you, I know that juice has probably got a lot of sugar in it, but I could have another one of those tonight, but I'll save it for the weekend. So yeah, guys, 24, the number 24 is going to be huge for Madeleine Financial Coaching. I'm not going to give away a lot. Like I said earlier, I'm positive after a really rough year for a lot of people. I mean, we've had some health problems. We've had a lot of house problems, other stuff too. I'm positive for 2024. I'm ready to go. And I think that the new introductions from my business will be easier for you guys to kind of join me in my coaching world, and also hopefully get the help that you need if you need to be a client or need financial help or even taxes, and bookkeeping, guys. We're ready to roll. I got tax season coming up in a couple weeks too, don't forget. So but it's going to be a lot more fun. I think it's going to be a lot more interactive, and I can't wait for you guys to really see what's going to happen in 24. Because obviously I've had nothing to do for 4.5 days. So you start brainstorming, you start going down rabbit holes, but it all works out. So I'm excited to introduce some new stuff to you guys. Very good. I am going to move on with my night. So I'm going to spend a couple minutes with picks. As I said, we're not going to pick the big college games because those are New Year's weekend. And I'm going to do this one more time the day after Christmas. So let's talk about some picks, and then we will wish you all a happy holiday, a healthy, happy holiday, hopefully. Thank you for the 2 people that have joined me tonight. Appreciate you. Woo woo. Let's see here. Let's talk about sports. Sports. Yay, sports. So I threw 4 games on here for the NFL because it's getting nitty-gritty for the NFL this weekend, and it could be a blessing for us Lions fans this weekend. We could clinch the North for the first time since like 91 and go to the playoffs and have a shot at winning the first round. That's most importantly. It's been a great year. So first one up, I'm a Steelers fan as well. So Bengals, Steelers. Listen, you guys, I don't know. I watched the Steelers game because I was sick this weekend. They're pathetic. They really are. And I'm pretty decent at making predictions, and I think this is coming, but I think Coach Tomlin is in real trouble. I just think they're going to get over him this year. Maybe it won't be this year because I think Belichick, it sounds like, is done after this year. So it'd be like kind of crazy if both Belichick and Tomlin like moved on. But he's close to he's in the hot seat right now, in my mind, because they just look pathetic. So Steelers are going to lose this game. I know they got a backup quarterback, Bengals. He's playing pretty good, though. I think 20-16 Bengals are going to win this one, unfortunately, on Christmas Eve. Or actually, I think that's the day before. I think it's a Saturday game, but they're just not good enough on offense right now, the Steelers. It's kind of depressing. Lions, Vikings, they are going to wrap up the North this weekend, guys. I am telling you that. I'm going to tell you that because it's a backup quarterback for the Vikings. He is god-awful, you guys. I'm sorry. I mean, if you're a Vikings fan or anybody a Vikings fan sees this, I don't care about your darn defense. Your defense is Jared Goff. It doesn't matter if it's at home. He's coming to a dome. You guys, Lions are going to win this 24-17. The Vikings can't score. I'm sorry. They just can't. They got too many injuries on offense. We're going to have a beautiful Christmas Eve, Detroit fans. It's going to be nutty. We're getting geared up for the playoffs. It's going to be awesome. Dolphins, Cowboys, another game. This is going to be a shootout. It's on the road at Miami, and Dak under pressure and on the road. We saw what happened in the other night. He got bombed in Buffalo. I just think Tua and the boys are just going to nip them 30-27. I'm going to say the Cowboys lose again, but it's going to be a battle to the end. San Francisco, Baltimore is the one everyone's looking forward to. I think if you're an NFL fan on Green Day, Christmas Day. It's just at San Fran, dude. They're just too damn good. They're cooking left and right now. It's going to be 24-20, I think, San Fran. So that's my picks, guys. Go Lions. I'm excited for my home team to, I think, make it a beautiful Christmas weekend when they clinch the NFC North. And, again, one more. I am going to do one more before the end of the year on the 26th. Move it to Tuesday again. Everyone have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas. And let's get pumped up for 2024. I'll see you guys soon. Take care now.